Cities are in the forefront of this climate change impacts because the settlements of population, most of these settlements are in coastal areas or are determined in the past by history through easy access to water resources. So either we are in the scenario of too much water, to floods or increase in the level of oceans, or in the case of not enough water through the issues of droughts. You know, the cities will be in the forefront. Now, the cities can do a lot of things, and because a lot of this combination of different policies together to address the problems actually need to be done at the city level. But if there is no sort of a context, an environment provided by regional, by central governments, and even by supranational governments like we have in Europe, we cannot address fully the problem. For example, it's very difficult for a city to compensate for the fact that we don't have a price on carbon emissions. The price on carbon emissions is the most obvious economic instrument to induce every economic agent to tackle, incorporate, interiorize in some sense this problem of climate change. If you don't have this parameter in place, it's very difficult for a city to compensate for the lack of this instrument. The same, when you talk, for example, about investment, a lot of the investment in cities is conditioned by the transfers of revenues coming from central governments, because of course, as the country level, there is this redistribution of fiscal resources across the different regions and cities. It's also difficult sometimes to undertake these investments at the city level because regional governments, local governments are constrained to borrow money by, in some sense, contracts or laws that are decided by the central government, right? And when you have a problem in terms of your local finances, the most easy thing to adjust is your investment. And most of the public investment, in particular in the water, is done by these subnational governments. It's not done by national governments.